Aquarius, welcome to the Onyx Moon Tarot. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. There is no gender in tarot. These cards are wilded. I pull in the sun sign of Aquarius. Check your other placements. If this doesn't make any sense, it's a collective reading, so that's okay. If it does, give me a thumbs up and join my channel. These cards are wilding. I'm using What's the Tea for your oracle message, and I don't know the name of my tarot deck. It's the one I use all the time. I have over 100, and this is the one I always pull. Bad karma. Okay, so not great. Somebody's getting bad karma. I don't really believe in that, but it could just be, I don't know, shit's happening to somebody, I guess, yeah, huh? I don't believe in karma as the way people think. You know, you're doing something, so, you know, something's going to come back to you 3 times. It's not really what karma is, but that is the concept that most people have. Sun is reversed. So maybe, huh? Could be dealing with a Leo. Sun is reversed. Maybe you're not dealing with a Leo. You might not have clarity on something. You know, sunshine when she's gone. This could be your wish fulfillment. You're not happy about it. They could have dark hair. You could drink, or they could drink quite a bit. You could be a bartender. 9s are coming into the end of something. So if you are at odds with each other, with your wish fulfillment, it could be culminating and you might be coming back into contact. Queen of Cups reversed. This is someone who's very clingy, not using their intuition, not a really good partner, doesn't stand by their person, gossipy, doesn't take care of their kids, not discerning. You have supportive friends and family around you. Or again, this person could like to party. Take this how it resonates. If this is not you, it could be them. They could be a bartender. Queen of Cups usually has unconditional love. We've got this in the reverse, so this person does not have unconditional love. They could have a lot of friends, but they could like to be out in the clubs. A lot of obsessive thinking, overthinking things, picking up on little nuances of something that's said and then blowing it out of proportion. This could be a you problem, this could be a them problem, overthinking this. Emperor. Now, Emperor gets a bad rap. Very heavy-handed. My way or the highway. Stern. But he's the Emperor. And he got that way by being that way. He rules an empire. He makes decisions for the collective to keep them safe. Kind of like a political leader making the decisions for the country. But he's more like a dictator because he doesn't have House of Reps, Congress, things like that. He makes the decision. So when he says how it is, that's how it is. Some people kind of butt heads with that. But he is the Emperor, and he got there because he's pretty darn smart. Could be dealing with an Aries. Again, with the Leo energy, don't want the smoke, don't want the competition, don't want the tension, the fights. Just want peace. There's a choice. There's a choice that's going to have to be made. You may not have clarity. Your wish fulfillment might, what you considered your wish fulfillment may not be what's for your highest good. And that's why you're in. I'm reading this as though this is your reading. I'm reading for you. You may not have clarity with the sun reversed, thinking that it was your wish fulfillment. Could have dark hair, that could be a bartender. Every time I see this card, I think something with a necklace. Somebody gifted a necklace. You gifted a necklace. They gifted a necklace. There was a necklace, some type of a necklace involved. Somebody drinks, somebody's a bartender, but you don't have the clarity. A lot of socializing. They're very social. A lot of socializing. I'm not saying that in a derogatory, like they're out in the club every night not taking care of their kids. Not like that. But the Queen of Cups in reverse is not. They're a married queen. When they're in reverse, they're not. They are separated from their King of Cups. They're not being the helpmeet to their partner the way they should be. And that could all be for a reason. I don't know what the reason is. Maybe there's a falling out between the two of you. Maybe they gave and gave and gave, because the Queen of Cups is a giver. They are unconditional love. Maybe this wish fulfillment that you have said, that's enough. They do, it looks like they do. There is socializing. Maybe it's you that's out there socializing, overthinking this. You have to make the decision that is best for everybody. You don't want arguments. You don't want tension. You don't want competition, because you have to make a choice. So you've got a choice. So that tells me could be a third-party situation, because usually the Lovers, it's between two people. I mean, there could be a choice of staying or going. The World. Okay, so at this time, I'm going to say that this could be over or ending, because somebody feels that the other was just spitting game. They were just saying what they wanted the other person to hear. Ignore that noise. Somebody was being a little petty Betty. They don't feel that they were, they had anything to offer. You might have thought you didn't have anything to offer. Or they could have made you feel that you didn't have anything to offer. There needs to be some type of healing in this relationship, and that's not happening. I don't know if there has to be and here we have the King of Cups. Okay, now we have a match. There is unconditional love, great father, good partner. He doesn't have a cover on his cup, so he's not as discerning as the Queen of Cups upright usually is. Very intuitive. This cup of love is reversed. I don't know if there was an offer given and rescinded, or just not given. Somebody was in player energy. Somebody feels that the other one was in and out and not looking for commitment. There's your card. This person could have felt that you were not telling the truth. Again, just saying what they wanted to hear. Liar, cheater, betrayer. They may want an apology, or you may want an apology. There's third parties. There's third party. Somebody is healing from heartache, heartbreak. They're healing from it. I mean, you're in your emperor behavior. They don't see you that way. They see you as a liar and a player. That you don't have anything to offer them except buffoonery. And they think you were out there breaking hearts left and right. I think that communication probably has to happen in order for this to come together, to be cohesive in any way. Because one person's thinking one thing, another person's thinking another thing. And I think that you don't have the clarity. And I know that you don't want the smoke. You don't want the drama. I don't know that you necessarily want this to come back together, but I don't think that you want to be at odds with each other either. Aquarius, I said Sag, you might be dealing with a Sag. Aqua, I'm going to leave this here. If it made any sense, give me a thumbs up. And if it didn't, come back and see me next week.